Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in this series. Here we have Rudan spawning as the red night elf, meanwhile workers spawning as the yellow orc. Orc versus night elf here on Echo Isle as things get underway, and we'll see how things turn out here in game number 2. Worker most likely going to be opening up with a Blade Master, meanwhile Rudan most likely going to be opening up with a Demon Hunter as well. As things are unfolding, Ancient of War will be popping out an archer to help clear out this mercenary camp. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, Blade Master is going to be clearing out this top ogre warrior creep camp, being able to pick up that item, mitigating a little bit of that damage here in just a moment as the grunt does show up to absorb a bit of damage. Wait, nope, not absorbing any damage, just being there to add a little bit of damage as the Blade Master now finishes off this creep camp, picking up a very useful Gloves of Haste. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, Demon Hunter doing a good job with the archer to clear out this creep camp here. And this is going to be one of those advantages just because of Echo Isle. Being able to grab a Troll Shadow Priest this early in the game is going to help offset the amount of mana that he needs to use from these Moonwells early on. A Troll Shadow Priest and mana on units is essentially free money if you are free time when you're thinking about it. Any time that you're able to get a little bit of extra damage or being able to heal a little bit of extra damage and it's not coming from your gold mines, that is another resource. So that is one of the reasons why grabbing that early Troll Shadow Priest is so effective, as you're generating hit points passively just like the Moonwells are at Nightfall. Now the Demon Hunter wanted to get a mana burn off onto that Ogre Magi, but it didn't look like he was able to. I thought the range was enough, but perhaps my eyes were mistaken there, as the Blade Master does pick up a very useful... wait, no, he must have sold that item. Circlet of Nobility is not normally an Ogre Magi drop, I don't believe. Normally that is the best drop on the entire map, and I can't believe a Circlet of Nobility would be exactly that. Well, maybe the Gargantuan Sea Turtles off in the corners will offer a little bit more. Anyways, back over here, Demon Hunter now finishing things up. Troll Shadow Priest right there. There's an archer. There is a Forest Troll Berserker. Forest Troll Berserker is also one of those units that are very, very high in damage. A definite glass cannon, so to speak, in WarCraft 3. Less than 500 hit points, but does double the damage of an archer. So very, very effective there. And because of just the size of units and the way armies are positioned, it's sometimes nice to have a couple of Forest Troll Berserkers amongst all of your units. Now, Blade Master going to come in here and perhaps take down a unit or two. Blade Master, is he going to be able to pick up that kill? It looks like no. Blade Master loses the kill there. That was just ripe for the picking, as we now see Ensnares go down. Oh, poor Grunt right here, taking far too much damage. Blade Master off to the side, just outside of sight range, I believe. Are we going to see a mana burn? Oh, I believe there was a deny there. Oh, Demon Hunter now in serious trouble. He's trying to get away. Demon Hunter going to be able to get a 45 hit point mana burn. Blade Master, wow. If an archer had just shot an arrow at the Blade Master to prevent his healing from that first healing salve, that Blade Master would be dead. That Demon Hunter would already be at level 3. And this game would be completely in Rudan's favor. Instead, right now, it's just slightly in Rudan's favor as we're going into the 5-minute mark. Stronghold, getting that Tauren Chieftain. Meanwhile, are we getting up another hero? It looks like, yes, the Beastmaster has been trained. I just guessed that it was a Beastmaster. I would have been surprised by anything other than a Beastmaster or Naga Sea Witch, as the Demon Hunter now makes his way over to the Bestiary and also this Spirit Lodge. What he's really looking to do right now is just shut down these buildings, and if he can shut down these buildings before they get up, that is going to be a very, very big deal. Worker not going to have Spirit Walkers for quite some time, and that is going to really slow down what Worker can do. If you delay the Spirit Walkers, or if you delay the Spirit Lodge, you delay the Spirit Walkers. If you delay the Spirit Walkers, you delay the tech, and you also you limit the amount of mana that Spirit Walkers have. If you limit the amount of mana that Spirit Walkers have, well, you get longer cyclones less disenchants, and that archer, wow, in a very, very curious spot right there. Just completely shadow melded. Going to be very difficult for the grunt or units to even make their way out, and Dust of Appearance may be needed. Meanwhile, Blade Master in a little bit of a pickle right now. Oh, Beastmaster trying to get in front. It looks like the Beastmaster is not going to be able to do that. Blade Master now running around the other corner, and are they going to perhaps try to circumnavigate around these trees? No, it does not look like it, but we are going to see a Wisp now trying to run away from this grunt. Wisp do have normal movement speed or average movement speed, hence they are generally able to outrun many other footmen or foot workers or foot attackers, unlike the workers of all of the other 3 races. They have slow movement speed, but then again, Wisp only have 120 hit points, and they really don't necessarily do mining. They're just normally protected inside there. Anyways, let's go ahead and make our rounds here. Demon Hunter, Beastmaster, Blade Master now going to be coming back around the corner. May try to get in some shots here, but this would really be a very dangerous situation. Very, very risky. And Worker doesn't want to risk all that much. You're going to see clearing out of this 5-3-3 creep camp. The Tauren Chieftain, if he had gotten a kill earlier, will get to level 2, and yes, does get to level 2 right then and there, ever so barely, picking up most likely Shockwave going into that next fight. Druids of the Talon, Mastery Training already underway. Tree of Eternity, just standing there looking pretty. You can see the Ancients of Wind right there, training up those Druids of the Talon. Only 4 Moonwells, so with only 4 Moonwells, you are going to be limited on mana just a bit. You often want to time your Moonwell production right as nightfall hits, so that you are able to get more and more mana into those Moonwells. Let's go ahead and take a look back over here. Demon Hunter, Troll Shadow Priest, 1 Ancient of War, Rudan needing to creep out a little bit further, and if he can get that hero advantage and make sure this economic advantage is pretty much nil, he will have a great time in the middle portion of this game. The longer the game goes, as I mentioned, when you have expansions, the better it is for obviously the side that has the expansion. You are passively gaining a lead on your opponent without a direct engagement, forcing your opponent to engage against you. Down over here, you can see an Ancient of War readying itself against this Great Hall. This Ancient of War going to be 1,000 hit point beast, beating down on the door of the Great Hall here, and the Great Hall may just fall apart. There's that Spirit Lodge. Adept Training currently being upgraded. Spirit Walker sitting at only 100 mana right now, so between the two of them, maybe they have a 2 Spirit Links and maybe a Disenchant, probably not even a Disenchant at all. So that just goes to show you how much stronger Rudan's position is. Blade Master sees all of these units as they're retreating, and who is going to come out? All right, apparently someone is calling GG already. Beastmaster going to take down this Great Hall. It looks like that is going to be the case. Meanwhile, Raiders, Shockwave, quickly take down Moonwell number 1. Moonwell number 2, 3, and 4 may get taken down as well. And yeah, losing a second Moonwell that quickly is going to definitely hurt. Supply blocked. 46 over 30. Moonwells need to be recreated, and more importantly, you also lose the mana and the ability to heal for a little bit of time. Expansion, however, was canceled during that time, so a little bit of a small victory there. Not quite sure who won or lost more. That is an extremely difficult call, but we'll see what's going to be happening next as the Night Elf now looking to venture forward. Tauren Chieftain now making its way over, getting up a little bit more mana. Clarity Potion definitely helping that. We're going to be getting an engagement, but no, coming in from the south instead. Quail Beast now coming in. It looks as though a couple of these units are going to get attacked down. There's a mana burn onto the Tauren Chieftain before he even gets a Shockwave off, protecting many of these Druids of the Talon. Druid of the Talon also can focus down Orc Burrows very, very effectively because of their magic damage. As you see the Tauren Chieftain now come over here. Oh, a beautiful dodge on all of the Druids of the Talon. The Tauren Chieftain completely missing any units pretty much as we are going to get a grunt now taken down. Units are looking to back off right here. Tauren Chieftain does not have any mana whatsoever. Grunts could get taken out. Scroll of Healing now being used. Scroll of Speed now being used as well, as Raider number 1 has fallen. Meanwhile, workers, grunts are now just falling as well. There goes another grunt. Another grunt could be falling here anytime soon. And with that, if the Beastmaster and Demon Hunter can level up some more, that is going to be even more damage for them. All right, let's continue to pressure this. No more units that are vulnerable to magic attacks. In fact, they are resistant to magic attacks, as we're looking at Worker losing a handful of Raiders. All right, these Druids of the Talon doing a great job so far, finishing off unit after unit. Demon Hunter now making its way back over, gonna regroup with his army. One Druid of the Talon gonna get taken out, but Cyclone quickly used up on a Raider, only to see a Blade Master get to level 3. Tree of Life being added over here by Rudan on the bottom left-hand side of the map. That means the economic advantage is going to swing over to Rudan if he can get that base up and running. That is a very, very big if at this point, as we're looking at Rudan really not training even that many Wisp at all. By going into an expansion, you are most likely pushing yourself into a corner, and it's gonna be staying in low upkeep. Instead of a 20 or 10 gold advantage, you end up having a 4 gold advantage per second. And some players really just don't feel it is all that worth it, especially on a map like Echo Isle, where every bit of gold counts. And if you are paying taxes as opposed to putting it in your pocket, then in the end, whoever mines the most amount of gold generally wins. Let's go ahead and make our way out over here. Raiders going straight for the Tree of Life. Are we going to get a Cyclone? Yes, we are. There is one Cyclone. There is an Ensnare now. It looks as though a couple of workers may get taken down. There's a Spirit Link. There's a Shockwave. And a very low hit point Spirit Walker able to escape. Not quite sure how. Demon Hunter now coming into that front line. Tauren Chieftain probably wishes he had mana and Stomp right now, as Druids of the Talon are falling. All right. Tauren Chieftain still up in the air. Blade Master, however, able to do a fair bit of damage. Chasing after some units still. Troll Berserkers now coming back over, as the Druids of the Talon are reinforcing. Ancient of War sitting at 44/60. It doesn't look like Rudan wants to stick around in this fight for far too long, as damage is being added. There goes another Quill Beast. A very, very low hit point Spirit Walker right there. Not quite sure why it isn't being attacked or engaged. There goes a Raider. There goes a Spirit Walker. And with this is just not looking good for the Orc. He is in a desperate run. Demon Hunter down to 186 hit points. May end up getting taken down. There's a mana burn. There's a potion of invulnerability. No big surprise. Demon Hunter gonna try and finish off the remaining units here. Blade Master in a little bit of a strange situation, and this is one of those situations where the Pocket Factory really making a big difference. If you did not know, Blade Masters cannot windwalk past a Pocket Factory, hence making it a little bit more difficult for him to get to the Demon Hunter. Now, it looks like the Demon Hunter is going to try and get away. There is another Ensnare, but Worker decides to give the GG first. We are now all tied up at 1 game apiece. Please stay tuned for game number 3.